Remember to keep it AIM Agriculture, like, subscribe to our channel, and share as much as you can. We are back with the buck. By the way, what or who is AIM? AIM, aim high, work hard, aiming, farm while aiming, aim at something.
Record keeping department. So I just want to show you the Penzi pedigree manager, which is a system designed to input all the data and records of the animals we have here at Penzi Farm. Our country is a beautiful country, a beautiful space, especially for AIM Agriculture and the aimers when you meet someone who is so passionate about farming. And today we dissect, investigate, understand, and get the goals, dreams, vision, mission, and the journey of Penzi Farm. A farm started at a very cold place by someone who is not in Kenya but in diaspora, and honestly it is the home of genetics. Slowly by slowly we've seen it grow, and today we come back there to see exactly where this farm is and want to know where exactly it is going. This is the home of Hampshire, and when we talk about Hampshires, we're talking about pure blood lines. And this is the home of Boer goats, and when we talk about Boer goats again, we talk about pure blood lines. What about red Kalaharis and the Dorpers? They are right here. Behind me, what you're seeing is money. This is the stage at which these animals are now sold or they're transferred from this farm to the next farm. These are animals that have been weaned. When you talk about weaning, we mean they are no longer breastfeeding. They are no longer dependent on their mothers. They are now on their own. They can feed and fend for themselves without necessarily relying on the mother. So it is you, the farmer, then, who is supposed to provide for them. One key thing that you look at is stress. This animal is stressed because of the separation of it from the mother. And then again, this animal will be stressed when it's being transported or it's being moved from this farm to your farm. So then, how do you handle that stress? We got an expert in the house today who is going to tell us in details how then they go about that stress.
These goats and lambs has been suckling with mothers, so that bondage we have broken, that's causing stress. So in order to combat this stress in goats, we have provided them with their playground. This playground help them to combat stress. Also we provide them with vitamins. We provide with vitamins so that they can combat that stress.
Now, feeding is equally a very important aspect that also needs to be paying attention to at this stage as well. Remember, we are transitioning the animal from crib feed, we are taking it to graze directly, and from there we also need to supplement it with some extra feed so that we can attain our desired weights at the right time. And I bring Jura to speak and tell us much of how they do and go about it.
We provide them with feed that has high vitamins, which can get them from its natural environment. Here we have grass, and there we have feeding traps where we feed with concentrate which contains 30% protein and 70% carbohydrates.
They have been fed, they have been trained. You've gotten that score. You have controlled the worms. But you also need to be very cautious and take care of the risk involved. And the risk in animals is as a result of diseases. The other risks are mechanical. Maybe could be an accident, but for the diseases, then vaccination is key. And the same expert again tells us how to go about vaccination when it comes to animals at the winner stage. Wow.
So in terms of vaccination, we vaccinate them when they have been during lambing season, where they have been given birth by their mothers. So after every 2 weeks, we immediately after being given birth, we provide with a selenium injection. That's 0.5 mils. After 2 weeks, we vaccinate them against Clostridium diseases. Also, the main key thing here is deworming. We deworm them in order to control both controlled endoparasites, and the most dangerous endoparasites which can even take all flock is Imbongas contortus. Imbongas contortus is a very dangerous worm that can feed on the blood of that animal. So in order to combat that, in order to avoid this mortality caused by Imbongas, we deworm after every 1 month. We deworm them after every 1 month. So, and also the most important worm that we must control is tapeworm. Tapeworm can suckle in their blood. So in order to combat that, we just provide regular deworming.
Some good news for you. Tomorrow, some 10 stud Hampshire down ewes, pregnant, will be touching down at JKIA, just to add on the numbers at Penzi Farm. And if you place an order, that is what you're going to get. The Dorpers, the Boer goats, and the Hampshire downs, pure, right behind me. They weaned and ready for rehoming. See you in the next episode. Remember to keep it AIM Agriculture, like, subscribe to our channel, and share as much as you can. We are back with the bug.